Yo, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Hey, 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 hey. Hello, 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 hello. What is up, everybody? What is up? Mmm. Happy, Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday? Got a random player to start. I don't know what the matchup is, so we'll just let's go one base BC. Why not? Why not? Damn, Santa gifted me a 50-second Twitch ad? Hell yeah. You know what they say, a spoonful of cinnamon helps the medicine go down. Alright, 2026, we got pump those sub numbers up, okay? If we're gonna decide that the world's not ending, then we need to be able to keep moving forward, don't we? Decisions. Or get turbo. They pay me for the ad views if you have the turbo. So, there you go. You got options. I have no idea what he has, but I kind of need to go see. I gotta get something out on the map. Damn, look at that. Okay, it's a real placement game, huh? Oh, bro hasn't even expanded. Look how many cannons he has. What the hell? I think somebody just got StarCraft for Christmas. Got him. I mean, I do think it's over. Okay. Yeah. Well, it did. I haven't played on Europe in like probably 2 or 3 years, so I guess I have to like do a full restart as like a baby seal being born out onto the glacier. Are baby seals born? Are they born above or below water? I have no idea. Let me see. Are baby seals born underwater, or are they born above ground, like on glaciers?
Baby seals are typically born on land or ice, like glaciers or beaches. They need to be in a safe place to nurse and develop before they can spend much time in the water.
Well, guys, AI can't be wrong, right? You all heard that, didn't you? All right. The entire weight of the economy says that's not allowed to be wrong. There you go. It did say they're born on glaciers as well, so that's nice. Do you think it said that because I asked if they were born on glaciers? You think whales are the exception? I don't know how a whale would give birth above ground, but I'm with you there. I'm inclined to believe that whales are indeed mammals that have to give birth underwater. I would assume dolphins. Whales give birth in the sky? Holy shit. Bro. I'm going to the wrong dispensary. Yes, Paticles. Happy Merry Day. Hey, you guys know Gemini's literally never wrong about anything. Alright, baby seals are born on glaciers. Nobody will ever convince me otherwise now. Now that my echo chamber has repeated it back to me, I refuse. I refuse to give ground, no matter how wrong I obviously might be. I don't see anything unusual or dangerous or threatening from him. I've been thinking about you, baby, when I'm all alone. I know you guys were hoping I would just stream playing Fortnite with the Christmas Sabrina Carpenter skin, but had to clap back with a little more SC2. Last night's stream was really good too, so I think the end of season 1 of Pluribus came out. Watched that. That was great. Oh shit. Look at this guy. Look at this psychopath, huh? Look at him go. Cause I've been thinking about you, baby. Won't you let me know? Make some overseers for me, slut. We wish it was that easy. Let me know. I've been thinking about you, baby. I mean, he already has a lair, right? In order to have done that link drop in the first place. So, there's a pretty decent chance he just goes straight into mutas out of this. Just keeping you guys posted. I'm not super worried about it. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. It's a little too late to change course. I just figure we'll get an eBay and get ready to play this one out. Oh, he's got the infestation pit. He's got the nidus worm. Damn. He's crazy. That is crazy. Cause I've been thinking about you, baby. Won't you let me know? See, what we'll do is just clean this up. Just clean this up and just get over there. Easy. 'Cause I've been thinking about you, baby. Won't you let me know? He wants it. Oh, he wants it, man. I've been thinking about you, baby. Won't you let me know? Oh. Whatever you need, baby girl. I'm right here. But we running into them angry Zergs early tonight. Them angry Zergs. Them angry Zergs. Oh, we found them. We found them, boys. Yeah, is this just straight full-on base trade arena? Wah! What's your plan, bro? I can't wait. I can't wait to find out what your plan here is. You think there's anything he can do? No, we're celebrating in Europe because it's gonna be New Year's there first. I guess it's already New Year's in Korea. If only being able to see everything I could do was enough for you to beat me, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Clap, clap. Oh, looks like you lose. Looks like you lose. Now we know why he's so angry. He's French. Omelette du fromage. Check it. Check my dubs. Beautiful. Beautiful. That was that was fun. Does he do that every game? Oh, he was leaving some games. He was leaving some games. It looks like this guy leaves. He's a Smurf. It looks like he leaves ZVZ. Let's check his match history. Oh yeah, see, look, he only plays unranked too, so he just hides. This guy's just a little bitch. He hides his record. He hides his rates. You can't see that in his match history. He dodges a ton. So I guess he leaves all of his mirrors. Let's see if I can find another ZVZ here. Oh, okay. He plays some of them. That's nice. I was wondering if we'd see anything in there. He just plays unranked and then ling drops people. Can't blame him. That's a psychopath strategy. Evening, Sumo. You're good. You're good. You know, I've made a pretty active effort this year to spend less time explaining myself unless specifically asked to describe something, and just trying to generally have my walls up a little bit less overall, you know, which is obviously a really tough thing to do with like this job, you know, 'cause any moment some guy can come in and just tell me I deserve to die for no reason, which is like always really stressful, but it is what it is. But yeah, please don't feel like you owe me giant explanations for stuff either. It's okay to come in and say evening. I know you guys are from around the world. I love you. I know that.
What's going on?
You do no wrong. You do no wrong in my eyes, sir. Merry Christmas. Jurassic. I love dinosaurs. Love your movies. GLHF. Bring back Hellbat drops from Wings of Liberty. Well, we didn't have Hellbats and Wings, but I think you mean launch Heart of the Swarm. They were crazy. When Heart of the Swarm first came out, you could put 4 Hellbats in a medevac, and they 2-shot SCVs. Then they made it so you could only put 2 in a medevac, and they 3-shot SCVs. So they double nerfed them. They cut the amount you could drop in half, and they cut the damage. They cut the number of attacks. Like they effectively what was it, 50% increase, right? Going from 2 to 3. So that was a huge update. Man, Terran was fun when those like gamble moves we were forced to do every game could actually pay off, you know? Now they're like expecting us to play penny slots and like thank them for the opportunity to have non-cloaking mine drops that are somehow supposed to make up for our entire early game being shit. Miss me with that noise. Straight to El Reactor, huh? Straight to the reactor, command center behind it. No, I remember because one of the HOTS launch maps was still Daybreak. We were still playing on Daybreak back in HOTS. Oh yeah, you thinking about a ninja-based cutie pie? I'll take what I can get.
Cyclone ready for action. Open into position. SCV ready. Research
Yeah, sniping the natural there, I think, helped a lot. I think that did the trick. GG. Easy money? Hell yeah. Merry Christmas. Merry Crimbus. Happy Honda days. Guten Festivus. I don't know. I don't know the words. Happy receive stocking from mother-in-law with 700 pieces of candy. I will have to pretend to accept because I can't eat that much candy. Not really much. I'm maybe a chocolate bar a day max if I'm feeling particularly gluttonous. Yeah. Honda days. That's right, Grimshank. Never forget. Never forget your opportunity to only put 3,200 down on a brand new Accord. Oh. Pogging out of your mind. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Not much going on here. That's nice. No Overlord, huh? Oh. We're gonna build some fucking battle cruisers this game. Prepare yourself, alright? There will be questions after. You will be quizzed on the results of this video. We're wheeling out the CRT screen, boys. That's right, we got the TV cart for our classroom today. I know, I know. It's your favorite. Oh, I know. Bill Nye? Actually, no. We're watching Zaboomafoo. You never heard of that one? You guys never watched Zaboomafoo? The National Geographic one about the lemur who has like his own little house or whatever? And he like you like learn about nature and animals and shit? Tell me I don't live in some like alternate universe. There's another thing everybody's gonna say I'm insane. Like nobody knows what Zaboom. Oh, okay. Anthropomorphic lemur. Yeah. Hell yeah, okay. I was like, please, guys, I don't want to be gaslit into thinking Zaboomafoo's not real. It's been a hard year. I can't lose Zaboomafoo, too. Oh, that was some good shit, man. That was good shit. Shout out to my U.S. government teacher, by the way. You guys want to know how great Pennsylvania education is? We spent probably half the year in that classroom with the wheeled-in cart just watching Forrest Gump on repeat. Yeah, there's lots of world history events in here, guys. Break out that TV cart, baby. Although I guess by that point we had the screens, right? Yeah, we had the whiteboards. You guys, I'm assuming we all transitioned to whiteboards around the same time. I just got so lucky because right before I went into 5th grade, they switched our school over to you have to type all your essays. So thankfully, God never put me in a position where I could truly suffer for how bad my handwriting is. It's one of the things I count my lucky stars for every day. What do you have, Midas? What's going on here, huh, buddy? You really make me want to just teleport straight in. Like, it's gonna be so hard not to. I feel like you want me to. And that's dangerous, because if he wants me to, there might be a trap. Alright, well, it's time to find out. It's time to nut up or shut up. La pit de infestation. Okay. I can deal with that. I think getting all the drones here and then like the lair eventually would be pretty cash money, so. If he starts the hive, I will focus down the hive, but I'm not really like super worried about it at the moment. What I didn't realize, I forgot that they nerfed the HP on spore crawlers a while back, so they're a little bit easier to focus down if you want to. It's one of those like random little things I just didn't pay attention to in those old Balance Cabal notes, but They did make the spore crawlers a little bit squishier. They're a little bit more squish. Oh, here we go. You ready to get busted? You ready to get busted big time? Busted on a beat? Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go, there we go, there we go. Una más, una más, una más. It's gonna be so many banelings, tasteless. So many banelings. But my BCs are 1-1, so it's not just these aren't just your average cruisers. These are genetically modified super cruisers. That's right. That's right. I know you saw me make that joke in a YouTube short I put up the other day, but sadly it's very funny, so you must listen to it many more times. GG. GMO BCs, that's right, that's right. Oh, that platinum placement feels amazing, man. Let's see. Let's see how high up we can get today. Boom, down, boom. Cool news, though. Cool news. There's, I've been trying to look into, like, new, or if there's anything, OBS tool-wise that's come out recently that's of interest or good. And I did wash and condition my hair today, so it's a little, you know, the volume is there. It's a little bit cleaner, but, you know, I haven't figured out what I want to do with it yet, so. I kind of want to just, like, to get some spray or something so I can go full Leon S. Kennedy before I like bald or whatever when I hit 40 or however that works, you know? I gotta get like one last ride out of this main. So I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out.
It's time to kick things off.
I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to have my hair fall over her face, you know what I mean? So just want to not waste it. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Brock. Feliz Navidad. Merry Christmas. Merry Crimbus. Yo, what's up, Loop Flash? What's up, what's up? Happy holiday. That's Zaboomafoo in a nutshell. There you go. It's good stuff. You too, Kothak. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hope you guys get everything that you wanted. You guys will be shocked, but I actually did have the files on my list. Otherwise, I'm pretty satisfied. My wife's spoiled. She did get me a Breece Hall jersey. Life is good. I got the only thing I wanted for Christmas this year. It's pretty nice. I have to admit. I am not allowed to open it until tomorrow, though. But I know we have it. Yo, Love Rapton. Misheard lyrics. Misheard lyrics champion 2025. Did I have anything on my list? No. You know, this year I really, it's like there are so many things that are happening, and you know, life never really stops. But I love like where we have ended up. I love Katie. She loves what she's doing work-wise. Really, I just need to get into a space where I have something, you know, that I can do that I'm able to enjoy, that can last in any sort of similar way, and we've basically got it made. So, you know, we moved around. We ended up leaving our old jobs over the summer, and it's definitely been a trying time, but things are so much better still than they were for us like this time last year. So I'll tell you, 2025 didn't pan out exactly the way I had hoped, but I will say we found a place that we love to be. I live around so much nature. I get to spend so much time every day surrounded by nature now, and having actual places to go and engage with that stuff is just so nice. So I love my home. I love my family. Kiki's been doing better too. She's been great. Our Tabby, she's been great. But yeah. So, you know, 2026, I'm just, you know, it's going to be, who knows what'll happen. I'm cautiously optimistic about whatever it's going to be, you know. One way or another, we got to get through it somehow. So I'm looking forward to see what the universe has in store. But we've done it, huh? Haven't we? We've kind of made it to like the credits scene of the year, like in a way. So we're pretty much there. There'll be lots of holiday. We'll have lots of holiday streams. Be continuing through the winter season. So we've got. I think we've got Saturday off, and then we'll be back to it. So we're off tomorrow and Saturday. So I'll be on probably until like 4-ish today, and then. Probably on to like 4 today. Going down to see the in-laws at for tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, thanks, Vadicles. You know, I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Free tank. Free third kill. I wanted to focus down the medevacs and let the auto turrets kind of buffer away the bio, because I feel like that's the most painful thing I could do to him. Let's go, baby. I'm speaking out. I'm sensing.
SCV ready. Will do. In the rear.
Stay scanning.
What's going on?
I felt like it was a good fight. I mean, shutting down the medevacs was really big. We know that he wants to counterattack, so we have to kind of keep that in mind. And then the other big thing that's on our radar is, you know, his ability to go back into Vikings when I destroyed the medevacs. If he wants to use bio, he needs medevacs. So the more that I can interrupt that relationship of his resources and his production, the more I can do. But no, that's yeah. The dream would be to find something within the next, really by the end of February is what I'm looking at. My timeline's end of February, early summer, basically. Find something something steady I can be doing that by then would be really nice. And then I'll just go back to probably still posting clips, because that's kind of easy. I really like doing that. I like that I don't have to sit down for 6 hours straight to make funny clips of StarCraft games that I play. So I'll probably continue to do stuff like that, but looking forward to playing a lot of Resident Evil next year. I hope Resident Evil 9 is everything that I dream. I'm pretty hyped up about it. And then obviously, you know, anything that gives me more time to wait for Blizzard to release another update. Let's bring back WCS. We can solve all of our problems, Blizz. Just saying. No balls. You won't. You won't. When you say that, it makes them want to do it more. Fun fact. It's a little cheat code for life. All right. Anytime you want someone to do something, and even if you know they really don't want to, just say no balls, and they'll do it. Especially, you know, people just can't handle that. They can't take that. It's the most devastating thing you can say to another person. I didn't realize this guy had any more internal organs left for me to destroy. All right, let's see if we can pop his base.
Upgrade complete.
Rip and tear until it is done.
Your command center's got some new toys. Upgrade complete.
+2 on the way.
Noise. Your base is under siege.
Got his command center. I actually put up a couple YouTube shorts today from the last week of streams. I think a lot of them are actually pretty good. If you guys haven't checked them out yet, 100% would recommend. 100% would recommend. Hell yeah. Final flash! Beautiful. You have to say it, otherwise it doesn't work. You guys, you know that. It's just a regular energy ball if you don't use words. Remember that, guys. Alright? Know your anime etiquette. Plus 132. Yeah, I'm thinking we've still got provisional MMR. Yeah, the only thing I had on my Christmas list was a Brees Hall jersey before we get rid of him this offseason. And that's what my wife got me, so very excited about that. It's good times. All right, we got a Zerg.
It's time to kick things off.
Some of those fights are just so fun.
SCV ready. Bad news. In the rear with the gear. Ah! What? SCV ready. Ah!
Hell yeah, Carlino. What about you guys? Doing anything fun for the holiday? Any gingerbread house shenanigans? My brother-in-law is one of those tryhards who loves puzzles and shit, and he like makes sure when we have the family Christmas thing that we all do the puzzle. It's like, you know. So last year we had to do the gingerbread house thing. Oh my god, it's so miserable. I'm like, let me drink a White Claw and put the football game on. Holy shit. Don't tell Katie I said that. No, she agrees with me. She agrees with me. She won't say it, but she agrees with me. Gingerbread house sucked. Oh my god. And then this guy's like a super smart engineer nerd just putting together the most complex thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, bro, go build gingerbread houses for a living. You kill it. You absolutely knock it out of the park. I hope I don't have to build a gingerbread house tomorrow. Oh. Double gas. Double gas. What does that mean? Is that a proxy? To lead us on? I guess I just need to go straight for the wall. Just like, there's no proxy in my base, so I'm trying to understand with this second gas. Did he start? Maybe I just missed a roach warren here, right? Ah, fuck if I know. I'm trying, boys. I'm trying. Or do you think he's working on these rocks? These rocks! No, they're good. Okay.
Your add-on is complete.
know I haven't been perfect. Give us some time. Let's get it. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot there, right? That was a decent hold. I probably should have clipped that. I would say it was clippable. Go back for it, Nate. Just place a marker.
Your add-on is complete.
Oh, there we go. Okay, they're on the way now. Sorry, I had to make sure they were synced up. Making a clip on mobile is tough. Well, you know, it's like all this AI BS getting forced everywhere. The one thing that I do look forward to is like the AI clipping stuff, because they can usually tell when, you know, like certain types of things are happening anyway, even if it's not accurate. Just being able to basically give myself a pole, you know, like a lightning rod to go head towards, like that in and of itself is oftentimes enough. I tried, one of the things I tried with some of the shorts I was making in this last week is that Canva has something kind of like that for when you upload a clip into it. It can kind of try to determine, you know, based on where like patterns of speech are. So like it'll basically tell me like, oh hey, you were saying this, you know. So I like messed with it a little bit. It's really not great. It's not there yet at all, but the one that like YouTube and Twitch are building them into the platforms at some point. So it would just automatically tell me basically where my clippable moments are in the stream just from the you know, the platform itself, which is incredible for a lot of other, you know, that's just incredible for its own wide variety of reasons. Yeah, I get this guy to blow up his own Baneling nest. Is that it? Oh, he's going into Le Hydras. I don't want him to avoid me here. I would like to get as many of the Ravagers and Banes as possible. Need to repair one of my BCs. Nice. Your Ravager attack on my natural.
It didn't work, my friend.
Beautiful. You guys could hear that, right? You guys could hear the guy before he gets his neck snapped by Bane. It's good stuff. Wow, he took 2 more bases during that as well. final flash, is Yamato by itself not anime enough? Well, you see, I am Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans. So that's my move, you know? Like, there are other moves out there, but I'm not really allowed to do other. That's kind of fucked up if I did. Can you imagine if he just started using Kamehameha out of nowhere? Like, it'd be so ick. The amount of aura he'd lose. This is the part where somebody tells me that in one of those, like, spin-off movies I've never watched, he totally did. Obviously, Vegito or Gogeta using Kamehameha is different. You know, that's not the same. But, like, YouTube is like, yeah, do your 4 or 5 hour streams, and then we'll just suggest a bunch of, like, shorts you could add straight from it yourself. Like, you just look through, and then you make little edits, finalize them, and push them out. And I'm like, that sounds great. Because my current process is remembering to press a button after I do something cool, and then it saves the last, like, minute raw. So I still have to, like, chop it up, and then cut things out, and then edit it. I almost tried something new yesterday, but I tried to, like, speed up a period of time in between the action during a fight. And while the effect looked cool, in my mind I was like, well, wouldn't I rather just skip that part and just, like, put a smooth transition into it so they can see it's a little bit later in the game? So I was a little bit torn there, you know. Those are some of the decisions that I make. Would you rather watch a 2x speed part? Would you rather the clip go into 2x speed after I kill the first 5 stalkers before I reach his base? But there was so much time. Even still, I felt I would just cut the part where I crossed the map, because I only killed one more unit during that anyway. But, like, those are some of the things that I think about with, like, doing the editing. Because it was like 10 seconds to cross the map with the cyclones or whatever, but even sped up, it was still too long. Zerg, Nate, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. This is the guy that went roaches. It's the guy that just Ravager rushed us. Now, on this map, he won't need an Overlord to do it. So just keep that in mind. He won't need an Overlord to do it on this one. Yearly Christmas Eve dinner. Nice, nice. Why won't he need an Overlord? Because there's no ramp going into my natural. So he doesn't need vision to bile my wall down like he tried to do last game. But last game he had to risk the Overlord and move it pretty far ahead. He had to move his Overlord pretty far ahead last game to do it, so. This game, he could keep it here, or the Ravagers, they won't need vision to cast, so that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing is that he won't need vision to cast Corrosive Bile onto my wall, which means that he can be more annoying than he was on the previous map. Like, the last map we just played on is especially bad for his style, specifically because he doesn't, you know, specifically because there's not that many maps. We really don't have a lot of maps. They ruin this part of the game, but they don't have a lot of maps with ramps into your natural anymore, which is another, you know, that's another thing that's made the game a lot harder over the years. But it used to be like almost mandatory that you'd have a ramp. You know, your main base would have a ramp down to the natural, and your ramp would have a big ramp. Or sorry, your ramp would have a ramp. Yes, exactly. Sponsored by Ramp. There you go. Get paid faster. And then, yeah, so your natural then has its own ramp that goes down. But I guess that made map design too difficult. That said, the bases are still pretty big on these maps. You still have a lot of ground to cover. Ramp. Ask for it by name. There you go. There you go. Want reimbursements as easily as taking a photo of the invoice? Boom. Boom. See, in the accounting stuff that we were working on and doing, we had interacted with Ramp quite a bit. I can't believe he really went for it again. It's actually just kind of fucked up. No, Nate. You're gonna have to squeeze a tank or two with this. You're gonna have to squeeze in a tank. It's just gonna need to figure it out. I got all the Ravagers. I got his Overlord again. I'm kind of shocked. I didn't think he would just do the same thing twice. And honestly, it should have been easier for him this time, but he still put the Overlord forward, which is kind of funny. He had that bunker down to like 3 health. Looks like Mama's wrong again. It's dead AF and we are eating cookies. Thank God. Thank God. It's not too bad. It's not too bad over there, guys. We've got the wife report. We've got the wife report. Wife is eating cookies. Makes me happy. She's eating. Is this what being married is like? It's like I just hear that she's eating something and I'm like, good. Apparently it was crazy busy last night. Crazy busy last night. Maybe I should get an engineering bay just in case. Nathan. I don't have to commit to BCs though. I can still, I don't have, that doesn't mean anything. You don't think those 2 armories right then mean you're about to go like nothing but mass BCs again? Yeah, that's what the people want. Think they want me to go build doors? You really think that's what people want now after all this? Let's go build doors. Okay, Smug Shrek. It's Christmas, Nathan. It's Christmas. You think they want anything other than battle cruisers for Christmas? No. How could I be so blind? Oh my goodness. And the mutas. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yahoo! Ekum bokum. Oi! Yui! Mutalisk's done killed me turret. and chase down me battlecruiser. Womp womp. I did lose one. That's pretty bad. This guy is HORNY for him. That's all I'm gonna say. Damn, he can have that. He earned it. He went, guys, he went feral, and honestly, smells a little bit after that. It's a little kind of nasty. He wanted that battle cruiser big time.
Research complete.
SCV ready.
Yeah, I gotta do it a little bit sooner with the latency here, huh? That EU's a little bit trickier. I might be cooked, boys and girls. That might be too much, honestly. I think losing 2 battlecruisers this early should be game over. I just don't really have the support infrastructure I need anymore.
Find out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those, right? Find out some of your minerals. You depleted that mineral field. Gonna give me orders? Find out a mineral field. Good thing you've got
We'll see, though. I mean, if I can just take more bases without any issue, that could help.
right? You've depleted that mineral field. Command center upgrade complete.
I'm go. In the rear with the gear. SCV. What's going on? SCV ready.
No, I'm gonna need that. Oh, he's got his hive out. He's got roaches and banes. That's good to know. I did lose a BC there, though, didn't I? Get his banes. Yeah. I'm getting good mine hits, but it's just a lot of corruptors. It's a lot of corruptors to try to micro against. I'm struggling with the micro here. Look at how many dudes he sacrificed. Nice. I would just like you to go into more of my mines, that's all. If we could make that happen.
Mind out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those, right?
Whew. I'm sweating. I mean, this is a tough game now. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do here. This is going to be, like, kind of crazy, because I feel like our setup's not bad, but there's also just going to be a lot of Zerg. There already is a lot of Zerg, Nathaniel. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Mind out some of your minerals.
What's going on?
Will anything ever be like your childhood, Jam? No. No. Cool concept, but no. Trying to just micro the one he's focusing down. Too much lag. Just go. Just get out. Just get out. It's okay. It's a little bit too much latency. Yeah, why don't you eat some more window mines, brah? Yes, come to daddy. Woo! What do we say? Game! Am I Destiny's son? You know, we used to go with like a future Trunks storyline. Like I came back in time to stop him from going into his political streaming career, but I failed, you know? So technically me failing is canon because otherwise I wouldn't exist, right? Like in order for me to be future Trunks, I have to come from a timeline where the androids killed everybody, right? And I mean everybody. So the fact that I'm still here and that I failed my mission means that the original timeline is intact and androids are going to kill everybody? That's not good. Just, if you see any slugs trying to eat a machine, don't let them. Alright? Alright, I feel like I imparted some kind of moral lesson there. The more you know. Yeah, if you see a slug-like creature trying to consume machinery, don't let it. It's Cell. Once he reaches perfect form, you dead. Just glad we're all on the same page. Plus 80. Wow. Yeah. When you it's always fun because I'm like I could explain it, but it's maybe just cooler to let people think I'm winning 80 MMR per game. Based answer, and yes, we are in the Android timeline. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. That's kind of what I thought, honestly. In the perfect timeline, I succeed. And Destiny and I become, like, just two very popular CSGO streamers. He never gets into politics, and we get him to see a therapist. But I failed. Could have still been running it down. We could have still been running it down B with Negevs. Just like the old times. You ever taken Negev down bridge on Dust? Huh? I have. Protoss. Big Galil stand? Hell yeah. I think that team had rushed B, like, or rushed A. They went long A they went A every single game. They went A every round. So we just started rushing the bridge with MGs on CT side. We played purely for counter. By the time we got there, they always had it planted, so because the one guy, of course, watching that doorway obviously can't do his job, so there we are. Uh-oh. It's a gamer. There appears to be a robotic probe of some kind investigating my base. Thus far, he's only tickled one of our engineers, but thankfully, this engineer liked it. CT win, hell yeah. M4A1S gang. M4A1S gang, where we at? Now some guy's gonna start talking about AKs getting one taps through helmets, like he's actually got the ability to do that. Bad news for you, but the M4A1 simply sounds better when spraying. What are you gonna say to that? You don't like that? Boop, 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 boop. It is nice. It is. What you got? I'm not the one, no. He did go Adept first, which means there's a non-zero chance of Dank Templar and/or Stargate. And/or Stargate. Could really go either way on this one. What you gonna do? Great game, dude. StarCraft is awesome, man. One of my favorite games. One of my absolute favorite games. I've been playing StarCraft since I was a little kid.
What's going on? Bad news? Gotcha. Show me who you want to die.
Your research is ready.
Gonna keep enough energy for one scan, just in case. Gotta have some pocket sand ready. Thoughts on Mechabellum? You keep going back to it. Mechabellum's fun. I liked playing it. My biggest thing when I thought about streaming it is that when it shows you how many other people are queuing, and I never saw more than I never saw more than like 20 people queuing at the same time as me, so you know that was a kind of a turnoff. I think they're maybe got some player count issues. It seems like there's another, like, you know, divide almost in that game between people who want to have fun and people who think winning is the only thing that matters, you know, above anything else. And honestly, if I could spend the rest of my life avoiding those people, you know, that wouldn't, it would still be too soon that I would have had to deal with that shit. So Megabellum was fun. Megabellum is fun, but you know, it's like most strategy games, it draws the type of people who want to pretend that they're smart because they can copy a build somebody else did, and without using their brain at all, you know, they can just win a bunch of games. And yeah, StarCraft already has enough of that. I'm like literally the best example of somebody who doesn't have to do what everybody else does to win. You know, that's a point of pride for me. But there's just not that many people on, so do I really want to play a game where I'm going to constantly just be getting matches against the same few people? Or if I stream it, you know, if it's that easy, like in StarCraft, for me to just get matched versus viewers, I'd hate that. So especially with like the entitlement that people have to your time and attention in games, like it's just, I don't ever want to deal with that again.
Channel's clear, boss. You got coordinates or what?
Got him. There it is. But, you know, it's like I'm starting to learn. I'm catching on. You know, some things they don't happen immediately. Like with Overwatch, the game had a solid couple of months before it got ruined by the tryhard people. You know, the super hardcore group. StarCraft has had, thankfully, some improvement in the non-hardcore modes that kind of keep this game afloat, you know? Like, even though people who follow esports scene would tell you that's the only thing that matters, like, literally, the majority of the money the game has made for the last 10 years has just been co-op, right? So it's like, you have this divide between the people who speak on behalf of the game and the people that actually play the game and the people that make the game. And you know, the games all live on the casuals, but the casuals are so, you know, they're just normal people who are mentally healthy and enjoying their lives. And they only have a little bit of time here and there to play a game that they enjoy, right? So the last thing that they're going to do is find time in their day to go argue and fight with all of these other people on the internet about the game too, right? So it's like, at best, they passively consume some of the non-game content. But, you know, it would be cool if more games tried to consider that audience a little bit more on some of that stuff. Like Overwatch ended up having all the fun sucked out of it by these competitive tryhards. Their league went nowhere. They ended up with nothing of value, right? It's gone. So, you know, all I'm gonna say is my ideas aren't necessarily perfect, but I do think they are better than the ones that have been proven to fail already. So that's, you know. The people who want to pretend like they care about this game but are actually gatekeepers, you know, they're very, very, very good. They're very good at having these fake public conversations about how, oh, I want the game to be more viewed, I want more people to play. But you tell them, well, co-op is really popular. How about you bring some co-op stuff over to Melee, and maybe people will be interested to see how it goes. And then, you know, you'll see them immediately clutch their pearls about how, well, the sanctity of the game will be ruined for the two guys that have been trading world champion back and forth for 3 years. I'm like, Well, yes, you can put those words in order next to each other if you want, but all you're really saying is no without offering any suggestions yourself, right? It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. But people, a lot of people's ego and, their personality stuff, they base it off of their hobbies. And so for someone that makes StarCraft their life, the idea of anything about that ever changing or being questioned is also really hard. I mean, you got like look at all the Americans who suddenly don't care about the Epstein files, this week. So it's just the mental gymnastics when people want to believe something or don't want to believe something, or they want to worship something, you can't stop them. But StarCraft has always struggled with that. There's a lot of very, very loud people in any place to talk about this game. There's always very loud people who think every suggestion is terrible, no matter what. And then once the change is made, they're like, oh, I knew the whole time that the game needed this, but you're just a balance whiner. They just say that to each other, and they just repeat the cycle endlessly. Because obviously, if they thought the game was perfect and didn't need to be changed, they would be arguing that it should be reverted, You would have the same level of people complaining that the new patch is horrible if everybody actually thought the previous one was perfect, It's just this trap. It's just this trap people fall into. Because at the end of the day, they all just out for themselves, right? Everybody's just secretly trying to, like, gaslight you into buffing their thing without thinking that you're doing it for them. Most of these people posting the crazy shit on, like, Reddit and stuff, they're just hoping a developer sees it and puts it in there. That's all. They genuinely believe it might happen. And for a while, they certainly weren't wrong. I would say they probably still aren't wrong. You look at it like a card game. You get on a match or two and then I'm out. Casual play is top notch with a blunt/coffee in the morning. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Right there with you, man. That's the way to do it. It's like being a content creator for a game like this is bizarre, because I'm like, a firebrand for people that can use the things like I say or the content of my games to argue their points, you know what I mean? Like the Zerg guy would go to the Zerg streamer and be like, man, this thing is busted, right? And then everybody all kind of agrees, and people set up their little spaces, That's got to be the funniest thing about being a creator in this space. It's very important that you're on a team when you play this game. Oh, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, baby. You watch so much SC2 yet play so little? Yeah. Well, frankly, they haven't put anything fun or interesting in the game in a long time. Even today, most of the changes that we get are just balance updates or quality of life, but it's very rare that we get something that's actually like, hey, this should be fun for you guys to mess with while you figure it out. Let us know if there's any problems. Like, we don't get that. Like, StarCraft as a game, as a community, doesn't get the luxury of being told to play with stuff, You got a bunch of grown men playing a game, trying to convince themselves it's not a game as hard as possible. Merry Crimbus number 7. You're getting ready for the new Resident Evil, playing RE2 again before it comes out? Hell yeah. Look forward to some Resident Evil streams coming up from me in the near future as well. I gotta keep playing enough StarCraft to keep the algorithm monster happy, but we've got a lot of Resident Evil to play now. We got that 2-month countdown timer. It's on. I mean, I should have the game by the 25th or 26th, so I'm very, very, very excited.
You've depleted that mineral field.
This might be tough. It's gonna be a tough hold. Beautiful. Is there another zealot? Is there like a gateway here? How did he get a zealot from over here? It must be something I don't know about. It's a good push, though. Good hold. He could easily have a ninja, Nate. Consider this game, right? So many zealots. He's probably got the gold. He probably has the gold base, if I had to guess. If he doesn't have the gold, you win. But he could have the gold with like 8 gateways on it right now, for all you know. It's pretty reasonable. It's a reasonable assumption. No? Alright. He's probably broke. Just save my scans and wait for the DTs. Yo, 6E. Why don't you use Guardian Shield too? It also does nothing. Oh! Yeah, see, Zealots are not actually that good against Cyclones, so. I gotta push that third base before he gets too much money. I think I can win this fight. I think he was a little cocky there. He was a little cocky. Hey, Jacker. Hope you had a good year and the next is better. Me too, bro. Me too. Thanks, bro. Oh, I just got to repair my Cyclones, get one more wave of units out, and I think we'll be good to go.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
Let's see what he's got. I've got a lot of Cyclones. What does he have? Watch this Nexus disappear. Is the base trade already happening? Did I miss it? Yeah, actually it is. Here we go. Okay. Where's your other base? Did you finally go for the gold, big boy? He's trying. I hope your base trade experience with Nathanias was enjoyable. Please leave a 5-star review unless you hate yourself.
Let the planet dry.
These are gonna be my backup factories in case he decides to base trade me again here. Everything is gonna be fine. He did eventually go for the gold, so that's cute. You know, I like it. Yeah, he just wants to give me a workout. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man.
Order acknowledged. Adjusting for new coordinates. Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Oh, he rebuilt his natural. That's cute. Tempest? What? Is this really his plan? All right, well, game over then, I guess. What a game. What an incredible matchup. Oh my goodness. I feel like I just took a hit from the Nidus worm bong. Ay ay ay. It's big, it's glass, and once it starts coming out, it's hard to stop it. He had DT blink? That could have gotten crazy. RE2 Remake so good. You know, actually, I've been wanting to stream those games again, and I actually did want to say... So there's a new plugin. There's a new plugin for OBS. It's called an Auto Gamma. It's called Smart Gamma. But the idea is that there's a threshold, basically. There's a luminance threshold that if the source hits, the gamma on it is automatically cranked a little bit. So, like, this game screen is pretty dark, so you can kind of see it just turned on. Like, I just turned it on. Right, this is what it is on the default setting. This is what it would turn a dark game screen into. I don't know if you think this looks more readable, but the idea is that if I'm playing something bright, this will automatically turn off. So it's mostly just about making sure that there's like a baseline of readability. And I find that when I stream horror games, usually the darkness is a problem. Because I have my colors and stuff, and I have my computer settings very heavily optimized. They look great for me, but sometimes it can be a bit dark on stream. So this is with it off again. That's just the regular. You're getting right there exactly what I'm getting. And then if I set it at, I think 35, the level is 0 to 100, right? So 0 being black and 35 being pure white. So basically I have a sliding scale between 0 to 100 for the sensitivity on it. So like, if you think it being enabled here is better or looks better, I could have it here, but I could also try to intentionally get it so that it doesn't brighten it that much. And then if I play something darker than this, it will definitely get it, kind of. But, you know, it's mostly just to, it's mostly just for when you're playing games that have really dark areas, because then it's easier for you guys to see what's actually happening without me having to go in and adjust it 500 times. So that's something that I'm messing around with. I don't know. We can see how it looks for one game. We'll see how it looks for this next game. I do have to pee real quick, so I'll be right back. We got a couple more hours of games coming up, guys. Any hope for a new SC game? It doesn't really seem like anybody's working on any big smash hit titles right now, right? It's like the world is kind of in the rested development while we wait for Grand Theft Auto 6. Is there anything else that would even be like rival like a StarCraft 3 type launch being made other than that? I'm not entirely sure. Honestly, I know StarCraft fans feel left out and they feel like they're starving and hungry, but like I'm looking at other game scenes and other spaces. There's really not a lot going on, guys, okay? Just look outside your window every once in a while. It's not like everybody else is getting smash hit sequels to their franchises either. So, you know, gotta give it time. Gotta give it time. With how, hey, just saying. Just gotta give it time. Anyway, I'll be right back. All right, we back. You just thought everyone is poor and new. No new games are new. Usually a lot of the cool things that you guys, the cool things that get made usually happen during times of economic prosperity, They had all that bailout money come in after 2008 to try and push things going. A lot of it went into banks. A lot of that went into venture capital. Venture capital ended up investing in game studios, broadcast studios, right? I mean, the entire esports scene more or less ran on venture capital. It's not like people don't watch games anymore, It's not like the proof of concept for live streaming or esports went away. It's just that most of it was funded by money that didn't need to have a return. So you could ask yourself the same question. Will there ever be grassroots esports organizations, or is it going to be Saudi Arabia forever and nobody else ever competing in esports with them? It's like, well, at some point, people will have money again. And even if no bajillionaires want to fund it, I mean, a decent amount of people who simply have any amount of disposable income could put something up on the side. And, that's how a lot of those studios that we have in the game started, like Take TV, Home Story Cup. That just happened in his apartment for a long time. And they built it up, they built it out. It took many years for it to reach the point where, they actually had a Take TV studio, like a real studio. They had to work their way up. It's one of the reasons why they're still around, because they're one of the very few companies that wasn't built and set up on, having an endless fountain of free money. But that being said, these guys don't really care about the inflation stuff anymore, right? They're trying their hardest to get the rates down as much as possible, which means anybody who needs money is going to have an easier time getting it. It might be worth a lot less in a few years, but people will be able to get more of it, so they'll be able to spend it on things like try to start a esports company or try to develop a game. You think about like Frost Giant and Stormgate and how they ran out of money. I mean, unfortunately for them, like the last year or so of their development before they had to do their like release this year, you know, it was one of the hardest times to borrow money for a large institution almost ever. So, you know, things like that. You know, there's a world where interest rates are somehow 0%, and there is somebody out there who's like, you know what, Tim, fuck it, have $10 million, go for it, finish your game. You know. But you just have to keep in mind that there are a lot of factors that affect things like that. So right now there's a downturn that's been delayed about as long as it possibly can be. So these guys, until you get to the other side of that, you know, you gotta finish. We'll see how many peaks they hit. But anyway, they are turning the money printer back on. So if you're interested in new games and stuff like that happening, companies will just have more access to capital at lower risk, and that will enable them to try and do more stuff. The responsible companies will be responsible and do more stuff with that. So there's another organization that started that very grassroots style where it was just people who had a couple bucks pitching in. It was the Summit House, right? In LA. They do like Dota and Smash. They do a bunch of stuff, but they were another one that was just some dudes trying to make something cool happen. We'll do a slightly more macro-y version of this build. Another big difference too, and I think you compare stuff being made in the 90s to being made now. Nothing is made by the people who invented it anymore. It's like something that just... Yeah, so much more so than I think anything. I do think that you're right. Like the internet and shit and the amount of money that went into all of that really enabled a crazy creative boom, because the ability to distribute stuff left the hands of whoever the gods at Walmart were. I completely agree there. I just think at this point there are so many of those things that you love from the 90s that you're like, people don't make it like the 90s anymore. It's like, well, you know, the guy that you're referring to that made this, he got married, he had kids, he decided that he didn't want to make his whole entire life this one thing, right? You know, like he went and retired on the beach. He sent his daughter to college and went and spent summers in the Alps with her, teaching her to ski or something, you know? Like, the same thing happened to esports. Like, the guy who made Evil Geniuses and got all that shit together, the moment somebody offered him a couple million, he was out. And then you want to know what happened to Evil Geniuses? They were doing really well, and then, you know? Now, whose fault is that? If you started a business and somebody offered you $20 million for it, and you've never had more than, like, 50 grand in your bank account, are you really going to say no? You're going to be like, oh, well, I think it could be worth 50 million or 100 one day. It's like, yeah, well, then yes, then congratulations, you've become mentally ill. But, I mean, you're really going to say no to 10 mil just right there for video games? That's hard. That's hard not to. So it's like, do I blame Alex Garfield for not wanting to run that anymore and just go enjoy being a rich dude? No, I don't blame him at all. But it's just a very natural part of like what happens. And now you have something that was popular, but the people who bought it don't really understand why, you know. That's why they bought the company. But then the people at the company who own any equity You know, unless you have a very specific line, unless you have things very specifically lined up for them to stay in a certain role in order to get their payout. Like, yeah, he's going somewhere else. And then somebody else has to try running the company for the first time ever. And the most experienced leadership not there anymore, you know, changes things. That's why I'm like, you know, when people are like, Nathan, do you want StarCraft 3? And I'm like, do I want it? At this point, no, not really. I think it's going to have to be like the iPad. It's going to have to be something that I think I don't want, but is actually exactly what I want. Because otherwise, if I had the choice, I'd be like, please, just let's batten down the hatches and tidy up SC2 a bit more. Because I don't know if I would like SC3, right? Like, obviously I would try it, but I have no idea if it'd be a shit game. Certainly wouldn't be made by anybody that worked on the games I actually liked, right? So, you know, those are all factors. Would I play it just for the name and no reason at all? No other real reason? Would I just play it just for the sake of it? I guess. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Oh my goodness, look, he's already got Immortals and Stalkers. Damn, okay. That guy was beyond ready. He was beyond ready. Never seen a man rush a robo so fast in his life. Yeah, there was crazy amount of investment and stuff and lots of money flowing around in the 90s. Again, kind of like the 2010s, right? So die, Smurf. Damn. Is he saying German? That's German for the Smurf, right? He's saying the Smurf, I think. He's actually telling me that he just watched the new Smurf movie, which is incredible. He's Zerg, he's not Terran or Protoss, we're good. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 Remake is God tier, so 100%. Having like a little bit slightly like dynamic lighting feature for the super dark games though is something I'm definitely interested in. Like right now I have the gamma thing on. Like do you think it looks way worse? It's just brightened up a little bit. But if you think it looks terrible, by all means let me know. In German it's Der Smurf. Sorry. It wouldn't be die like D-I. Okay. Okay. So he must be speaking a different language than German. Interesting. Thank you. I appreciate that, Chris. Guys, you can't simultaneously say Nathanias is the worst community figure talent-wise at the game and call me a Smurf, okay? It doesn't work that way. I need at least one Reddit circle jerk about how good I am at the game before you can have a Reddit circle jerk about me smurfing. Now, thankfully, there's like 100 Reddit circle jerks about me being bad at the game. So, to me, that's an argument against my ability to do such a heinous act. But, just want to make sure that we're evaluating the facts as fairly as we can. Or it's just pure projection. Could just be. He may just have it on his mind for nefarious reasons. Can we call being bad gargameling? You're fun. You're fun, Pope Scythe. I like you. I like you. My Arizona playlist has reached the point now where I'm going to all the different versions of the tracks that exist now. It's nice. Are you gonna play BC? Yeah, why not? Why not? I only have a little bit more time before I have to go, and I turn into a pumpkin, so we might as well build as many battle cruisers as we can. Anything else would be mediocre at best. Love you, bro. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Will said pumpkin be getting baked? Oh, unbelievably. Put me in the oven for 45 minutes and set it to 420. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Oh, see, there you go. I think he kind of got what he wanted there, honestly. Well, he tried. As the time goes by, I wanna wait. Tis the season for pie. You should make some pie. Hell yeah. There you go. Ooh. Let's see it, handsome. Damn, look at that. Is that a 4 gas already too? So he's going straight to mutas, right? He's gonna go muta rush now. Uh-oh. That's when I'm oceans away. Well, we're going to be able to get our battle cruisers out, so we got that going for ourselves, which is nice. Happy holidays, Nathanias. Thank you. Merry Crimbus. Merry Crimbus. Happy Honda days, boys. Appreciate you. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Perfect. See, I mean, we knew though, right? We knew that's what he was doing. We knew that's what he was doing.
What's going on? SCV ready. What is it?
I think this guy's smurfing. Look at the crazy speed he's got. Units all over the map. His micro is perfect. His macro is perfect. His body is perfect. I mean, his macro is perfect. He did let me get an Overlord. That's nice. Very generous of him. I think he likes us a little bit. Oh, he's gargameling hard right now. He's gargameling so hard.
Your base is getting blasted.
We could go into a regular build here.
Mined out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those, right? You didn't build your base just for it to be blown up, did you? Research has concluded.
Yo, YouTube follows. Thanks, you appreciate it. Appreciate it. Wow, he actually focused the Raven there. That's interesting. Oh, he rushed air armor too. That's adorable. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's... Hey, guys, this is what mentally sane people who have absolutely no adjustment issues, this is how they speak to each other. This is how StarCraft players speak to each other. Yikes. Big yikes. All because he lost a video game. Incredible. Incredible. Oh, look at that. 6'9". Last two numbers of my MMR. Incredible. Nah, dude, that's actually the guy from the Smurfs. That's why he said it. Now we see how evil he really is. Oh, okay. I see. I see. I know who it is, but what is it? No, gargameling? Oh, it just means what he did. Like throwing the game after talking shit. It's gargameling. What a professional human being. I know, I know. Boy, oh boy, I sure hope this guy asks me to stag dance. I'm gonna grab myself a Coke Zero. I earned it after that. Okay? You see, you guys see what happens? I have to go and interact with random men on the internet. Oh, what a nightmare. I won't lie. I was hoping it was the real guy from the Smurfs. Would have been cool. You fell for straight Gargamel propaganda. You guys are funny. All right, don't make me Gargamel you, okay? Careful, buddy. All right, slow down. Now I'm going to find out that's like a German word for ball sack or something. I'm just saying over and over again. Sorry, guys. All right, I just got to one base this guy. I came here from the Hodor clip where the SCVs saved your base. That was about the funniest SC2 thing ever. Huh. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I'm glad you enjoyed the clip. I'm just trying to make better stuff. That's it. I'm just trying to, I want my shorts, my shorts content to be good. The streams, I can't make the stream good, right? I'm actually out here playing live, zero delay games. Sometimes we'll just have bad games. It's gonna happen. But what I really love is going through and kind of curating some of that highlight stuff, you know, when we have nice moments together like that, and sharing those with people, I think resonates a little bit better than just getting on here and playing for 4 hours. While, you know, sometimes there are ups and sometimes there are downs, but if you want to make sure people see something, you gotta get it out of the VOD, right? Somehow. So I appreciate you taking the time to come in and tell me that you enjoy my clips and stuff, because yeah, well, if that whole rant didn't get it across, I'm very grateful. Thank you. See, old people can come up with language slop too. You're never too late to have fun, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody dies. Don't let people tell you you're being a child, all right? If you take care of your responsibilities and you're a grown-ass person who's got your shit even somewhat together at all, it's okay to take a moment and be like, damn. Damn, I'm awesome, all right? It's okay. Life is hard, okay? Why don't you just own that, all right, and be proud of yourself? It's okay. I can be proud of you for both of us. You're funny and a good player. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Merry Christmas. Yeah, YouTube is still a little bit janky with the dual stream stuff, but I'm also hoping that some point next year I can send vertical and horizontal to YouTube without it having to be separate streams. That's maybe my #1 wish for next year from YouTube anyway. Outside of the obvious. Let's be honest, the Smurfs weren't bred for intelligence. They were bred? Gargamella is French for throat. Oh, so that guy, he's the throat goat. That's who he was. Okay. Well, there you go. He gargamelled. He gargamelled himself. Oh. Terrifying. Terrifying thing to happen to someone. Terrible day. Terrible day to have eyes. What you got? What you got? Hook it up. See me when give it to me. Release your soul to me, Ron Burgundy. Let's go. Choo 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 choo. I need a horn sound effect for my we need a train horn. I need a train horn. Got him. Got him. Wow, he took a third during that too. Greedy. This is the greed they talk about in the Bible. So what do you guys think? Is it too dark now? Is it too bright now? How do you feel? Did you notice at all? I guess I can just leave it on. I guess it's safe to leave it on if it's working. So if no one's got anything bad to say about it, I can just let it go. Now if it ever gets too dark, it'll brighten on its own. So oh, Steam went down a few hours ago, huh? Oof. But if I play something bright, it'll just do nothing to it, basically. So I probably will calibrate it. The real test will be after I calibrate it, but I'm going to calibrate it on like Resident Evil probably. And maybe I'll put a toggle for the filter. I use a lot of filter toggles on my Stream Deck, so it's entirely possible that the way I end up doing it is I set up a button to turn it on and off as well. Because it may need to be pretty aggressive for playing a game like Resident Evil for it to be readable on the stream. So I'm going to calibrate it for doing Resident Evil streams first. And then if it can't work generally on stuff, then yeah. Because it may end up that I have to actually set the threshold higher than it wouldn't trigger for this game. So, or yeah. Or I might have to set it lower, I guess. We'll see. I'm probably going to stream some Resident Evil again, like, next week. Maybe. Especially with Requiem about to drop. Got some work to do. I still have to get my S Plus on Professional in 4 Remake, so... Yo, Dubstep, what's up, what's up? "2,000 miles in an ocean away." Wham! Oh no! Oh no! Nani? Bro is absolutely wildin' right now. He's chesting me. Are there hackers in this game? Yeah, I think like cheating is a thing, but I personally, if you offered me money to tell you everyone that hacked against me today, I don't think anybody did. So I think I just don't really think I play against those people. Honestly, it's a lot easier for me to just assume that they have the stream up than that they're like using a paid tool, you know? Like, the idea of somebody actually, like, legit map hacking is kind of crazy. I think it's crazy, anyway. I would be shocked if I was playing on any regular basis people that cheat at StarCraft like that. I don't believe that stuff has been that accessible for long enough to really be something that can happen, so... Alright, let's see what happens. You feel like it's rampant in all games? See, that's like crazy. That, to me, that's like slightly internet doomer take, you know? Like, I think that there's people with a certain personality type who happen to notice cheaters more. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I don't think. Again, I would be shocked if I played a hacker in the last 3 months in StarCraft. I really would. I would be shocked. I don't have any delusions. I don't have any delusions that I've been playing against hackers in StarCraft at any point, so. Or any other game I play, really. I can't remember the last time I felt like someone cheated against me. It was probably the last time someone in StarCraft, like, did it and then sent me a message with proof just to fuck with me. Play CS2? Play Counter-Strike? You think people cheat in Counter-Strike? It's a really hard game. There's probably 10,000 stream snipers per every map hacker. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to me, it's really obvious when somebody is reacting to my gameplay without actually interacting with me, you know? Like, when they don't have units outside my base, but their stuff is always going to be always in, like, a spot that would typically be terrible, but just because I happen to have, like, you know, it's really, to me, it's usually really obvious when somebody is stream sniping because of stuff like that. But you could say that I throw out accusations, but, like, I hope you realize, like, I'm not just throwing any shit out there. Like, sus games are sus, but I don't accuse anybody of hacking. I really don't think I run into anybody that does it. So, and even if they did, like, what are the odds that I would play a map hacker who isn't watching my stream to see my reaction anyway? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are the odds that I would play a map hacker who isn't aware of me, right? Like, while I'm streaming. Like, that to me also seems very low odds, so. It's like getting cut off when you're trying to go through the self-checkout aisle, you know, and a couple boomers just stop in the middle of the pathway and just expect you to wait 7 minutes for them to move out of the way. And you do, because you're a nice person. But if that's kind of what it's like sometimes, there's nothing you can do about it. I didn't make them stop in the middle of the aisle, and I certainly can't make them move out of the middle of the aisle, right? Sometimes you just gotta play the hand you're dealt. Yeah, in StarCraft, I will put my ego out there and say I have played enough. It is typically extremely obvious. It is usually unbelievably obvious when someone has all of their stuff in the perfect spot without any interaction whatsoever. Like, yeah, I will say it's pretty easy to tell. Most people are horrible at hiding it, because hiding it would mean playing the game normally. So are you hoping for a SC3 or a, well, you have an opinion. You think, so let me, I don't want to answer your question directly because it feels a little bit leading, because he's saying, do I hope for the game, or do I think it wouldn't succeed because the younger generation doesn't play this type of game? What a horrible way to phrase that question, okay? I just need to say that, all right? You give me absolutely no wiggle room with a question like that. It's a straight up, like, yes or no, except neither of the answers is yes or no. All right, so I just need you to know that. I just need you to know that I don't play that shit. Gator don't play that shit, okay? So please reconsider. Now I will just go through in my head as if he had asked a different question. So I'm going to read it the way that I wanted to read it. Are you hoping for a StarCraft 3, or do you think they need to let it bake a little bit longer? Yeah, personally, again, I think that we're currently in a state where we're just not going to see companies throwing a lot of money around. StarCraft 3 is going to have to be something they take a flyer on when they decide to do it, or they have to go crazy giga all out on it. So I'd be more than happy to try that game or see what it looks like. But usually when people ask about StarCraft 3, it's not even his question, my interpretation of his question, but actually a secret third question is, Nathan, when StarCraft 3 come out, please wait. That's 99% of questions about StarCraft 3 are just that dressed up. So, like, what do you think? You're gonna come into my stream one day on like a random Christmas Eve and be like, Nathan, do you think StarCraft 3 is gonna come out one day? And you're just like sitting there hoping I reveal the games in development. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's like if you're like, oh, Nathan, what if they came out with Marijuana 2? What if there was a sequel? It's like, oh, yeah, I mean, I'm sure, I guess I'd check it out, but that's out of my hands. This is a Terran, right? Oh, no, it's Protoss again. Okay. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, thirsty sluts, okay? They already started updating the game again. They updated the game this year. It wasn't even made by the Balance Cabal. They actually had Blizzard do it. Baby steps, guys. Baby steps. Oh, wait. He did proxy me last game, right? So he's got to be doing something like that again, huh? Some sort of, like, Stargate contain, I'm guessing. Probably. Do I think it would succeed with a younger generation? Well, the beautiful thing is I don't know anything about it, right? So I can just say yes, and I don't have to really give an explanation or a reason. The reality is, and this might be tough for you to hear, but if a StarCraft 3 was made, it would probably not be made by some 70-year-old guy who spent half his life playing Brood War. Although I certainly hope somebody with that kind of experience with the genre is involved. But tragically, you don't, again, you may not realize this, but if StarCraft 3 gets made in the next 5 to 10 years, do you know who all the 20-year-olds are that get put through the meat grinder at these companies and super underpaid to work crazy-ass hours? They don't have any rights to anything in the games they make. Do you know what generation that is? That might be the better question. Who do you think works at Blizzard? Do you think everybody at Blizzard is in their 50s and 60s? Genuine question, because that is the answer you're looking for. That's it. StarCraft 2, StarCraft 3 isn't going to be made by the people doing Stormgate right now either. There's going to be some new people involved. There's probably going to be some people that have been successful maybe on a different project. They're probably going to have people involved with the development that are Zoomers. That's right. That's right. The next StarCraft game will probably be made by Zoomers. There will probably be people with blue hair working on it too. I know. Gasp. So yeah, I don't think there'll be any problem with the younger generation. My crazy take. You're like, but Nathan, that's insane. How can you say the game will definitely be successful? I didn't say that. But. Well, I hate to break it to you guys, but there's only one thing that will actually determine if StarCraft 3 is a successful game. And you just may not be ready to hear it. The only thing that's going to decide how well that game does is if it's a good game or not. It's my hot take. If StarCraft 2 was 1v1 only and nothing else, it would be a shit game. This game is great because there is so much. There is so much for so many different types of gamer. It's such an important part. Wow, he never even expanded. He never even no Nexus. My boy's just going Fleet Beacon on one base. Crazy. Crazy. An RTS is an RTS, right? It's a fundamental style of game that differs from games that are successful at the moment. What games are successful at the moment? Are you talking about other like 10-year-old games, or are you talking about, was there a new smash hit game that took over, that got popular with the kids and is now the #1 game from 2025? I don't think so. I don't actually, the last time I can remember a game going like viral, maybe if I really want to stretch it, would be like Only Up after Among Us. There was Only Up, and then nothing has really even gotten close. Nothing is, again, you know, StarCraft players, they have their head stuck in the sand because they want to pretend they know everything, but they only know about StarCraft. But I don't know how to break this to you, but there's not a lot of games that are just blowing up out of nowhere. Most people aren't sure what the next big thing is. And I'll tell you what, the only thing I do know is the more certain you are that you know, the more likely it is that you're wrong. So if you want to say that, you know, there was a time when people said, why is Team Fortress not get a sequel? Why do people not compete with Team Fortress? And people would say, well, class-based shooters are dead. Nobody cares about that. It's all about arcade, fast-paced, Call of Duty. It's all about just dying and respawning instantly. Nobody wants to have to actually have different abilities between their characters and work together as a team. Well, you guys, Team Fortress player count numbers are going down because people just don't like this kind of genre anymore. Have you heard? Where have I heard this before? And then somebody made like a AAA team-based shooter, right? And almost copied their formula exactly, if I recall. And all they did to differentiate themselves was put a lot of money into making it nice and pretty and optimized. And you're telling me that game, people still play it like 10 years after it came out? Like it's got a whole scene and its own self-propelling community? Yeah. If you think a StarCraft 3 can't exist, then you're also saying that an Overwatch can't exist. You're telling me that a game like Marvel Rivals can't exist. You're telling me that just because at one point Team Fortress 2 was one of the most popular games and genre-defining, that there can just never be another game in that genre again because it's impossible to innovate it? Like, again, there's a secret question buried deep in these types of conversations, which is like, you know, it's just this like need for, I need what I want. And I totally get that. I would love to see the game be made. But if you're like trying to justify in your own head why it won't happen, like, I literally can't understand why you would do that. Because that has never been the case. The fact that StarCraft people still talk like battle royales are in vogue is like mind-blowing to me. Like, you guys probably think a new battle royale came out this year that got billions of players, right? It didn't. All the battle royale games actually got pretty shit reviews. They're received quite poorly, but most of the people who play Fortnite now are in their 30s. I don't know if you guys realize that. Actually, maybe in a very bizarre turn of circumstance, for one of the first times in gaming generations, the generation below us, like the people in their 20s, what do they have to play? The only game I can think of that's popular, that is definitely out of my age range, is like Roblox. I have no interest in that. I know Roblox is very popular. I don't know what the age cutoff where people stop playing Roblox is, but unless you're playing that, guess what? You're playing Fortnite or League or TFT or one of these other titles that have already been running for like 8 or 9 years. There's not some big company that came up and said, we redefined Battle Royale for Zoomers, and poof, that hasn't happened. I hope you guys know that. But when StarCraft people come in and start talking about the industry like they have any awareness of it, it's just very funny to me. It's very funny to me. And I'm not even an expert at all. I just pay attention to stuff other than StarCraft. So I'm very well aware there's not a lot happening in the gaming space. Again, because limited funds, and B, GTA 6 was supposed to come out like a month ago, so. Although, to be fair, again, you know, I'll argue against myself here. GTA 6 was supposed to come out this year. I can just say that a second time, because that's true. There would have been a redefining game, but if you ask me, I think GTA 6 would have been popular regardless of whether or not, you know, it was popular with the young people. I think there's a lot of people outside of just the young gamer demographic that are interested in Grand Theft Auto 6. Like, if you wanted my honest answer, like detailed wise, I would probably say that almost everybody who plays games is interested in the game, even if they're not going to play it. Even people who hate video games are eventually going to see memes come from whatever this game is, right? It's going to have a cultural ripple. But it's very rare that a game comes out that everybody can say in advance is probably going to do that. Especially because the only other time we tried to have that conversation was about, like, Cyberpunk, which, obviously, yeah. But yeah, if they decide to make a StarCraft 3, especially if it's not already in development, most of the 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds working on it are going to be, you know, most of the people working on it are going to be on the younger side, so. Got him. What was this? He's gonna go Concussive Marauder, Blue Flame, Hellion, Viking? What was his build? You don't think it'll have the massive cultural impact Brood War has? Well, I think, you know, StarCraft 2 didn't really have a cultural impact on the gaming space at all, aside from the fact that people streamed it on Twitch right when Twitch came out, which is really more luck for StarCraft than anything else. If Twitch had come up like 2 years later or 2 years earlier, everything about like this whole, you know, like that, the whole catalyst for that is completely different. Maybe StarCraft 2 is never as big as it got, right? Because of how niche the game is. So it's one of those things that's hard to tell. But like, I'll be honest with you, I've like never really heard anybody make a direct meta reference to StarCraft 2 when making a, like, you know, a StarCraft joke. People know like, oh yeah, you must construct additional pylons, which is not a line, you know, that's a Brood War line. And then there's obviously, you know, Zerg Rush or Six Pool. But so I mean, I think the fact that like Six Pool is still like something that you can say, but then you're like, well, I guess in StarCraft 2 not. But nobody even takes the time to even make that correction because it doesn't need to be made, you know? Some good games. It's getting late over there, huh? It's getting late. Why is a bald dude working out get more views than Master BC Craft? I mean, he might be a hot bald guy. I don't know what to tell you. There's probably more hot bald dudes in the earth than there are active StarCraft community members. I'm gonna say that. I'm just gonna say it. There you go. If you're a bald guy and you're watching, feel free to put yourself in whichever group makes you the happiest or saddest. I don't know what you need today. I don't know what you need from me today. All right, just go with it. Oh, we got that Protoss guy again. This is the guy that cheesed us. It's time for another round. Mr. Proxy. Just waiting for the fusion core to finish.
God, what's it worth? Oh, that's all? What? You want SCV ready?
That I'm done. Swap away.
Big job, huh? SCV ready. Go ahead. Gangway, coming. Cool. Move on, son. Touching you. SCV ready.
I mean, he made the immortal because of the Cyclones last game. See, sometimes you gotta alley-oop yourself. Be your own Kobe. Just can't stay out of trouble. If only they knew they weren't actually in the last game. I got him. I got the Yamato and I got away. Beautiful. Beautiful. Looks like no ninja bases, which is nice. There we go.
You mined out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those, right?
Who called in the fleet?
Oh, that's always nice. Four health. I think lost mining time really only matters if you can't afford to build what you need, right? Like, the difference between losing workers and just missing some mining time in a situation like this is that because it's repair and it's like an air unit, they don't really have to leave the mineral line, you know? Like, they're still basically right there. So I think, as far as like that, I mean, for other units or things, there's definitely a more interesting conversation that can be had. But I feel like for battle cruisers, it's a pretty efficient use of the SCVs to repair in that sense, because they're not just repairing either, right? Like, it's not like they're fixing up a support unit so that you can kind of move back out. It's like that's your whole army. So there's definitely a few ways to look at it. You're not wrong, though. You're not wrong. The temporary loss in income really only matters as far as, like, your bandwidth goes, right? If you had more production than you needed, and you tried to do something like that, if you had more production than you could afford, rather, and you tried to do something like that, I think it would be problematic. But I don't know how bad it would be otherwise. This is a very good position because we can kind of play around both of his bases now, right? His forges are here too. At this point, it's just all about being able to afford to continue building BCs. That's it. There's not a lot else that matters here. Okay. Perfect. Fuck it. If he's gonna do this, just go for it. Another guy who wants a base trade. Yeah, oh, I'm gonna base trade the Terran player. Oh, yeah. I'm a big Protoss. The answer was no. They couldn't commit, no. Early stream, let's go. Yeah, yeah, a little Christmas Eve stream for you guys. Katie's on the 11 to 5 today. Katie's on the 11 to 5 today. So I'm thinking I'm going to go run to the shop and grab 1 to 2 things before they close. Get a little snack or a little sweet treat waiting for her when she gets home. Would make me happy, you know. It's the least I can try to do anyway. So we could do a couple more games, of course. But it's been a fun stream today. Today we've been playing on the European ladder, for anybody curious, by the way. I've been mixing up the ladders we've been playing on in the last week, and it's helped a lot, thankfully. It's helped tremendously. And anyway, we out here. So there you go. Great game. Woo woo. Let's go next. Woo woo woo. We got another Zig. The Reaper Micro is not going to work with this this latency. Just don't think it's going to happen. I think the lag's a little bit better on Korea. But EU, I think I'm physically about as far away as I can be. For the Northern Hemisphere, anyway. Okay, we're good.
I'm going. Yeah, whatever. You want a piece of me, boy? Yep. In the rear with the gear. It's your dime. Yo.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
Merry Crimbus, Bacon Fuzz. Ho ho ho, Merry Crimbus. Ho 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 ho. okay, so.
Go ahead. Let's go.
Command center upgrade complete.
You got some bacon wrapped scallops going on, so had to find something good to watch. Hell yeah, bro. I'm about to build battle cruisers if that sounds good to you. That's my game plan here. I'm just cruising. That's what I put under all of your trees.
What's going on? Right. SCV ready. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell.
Let's see what he's got.
SCV ready.
Huh. I can't do my micro, really. It's not working. Okay. He did not want me to die yet. Thankfully, I guess. Trying, boys. Wait, did he really pull out on his own? Okay. So we're still in it. Whew. It sucks because I can't really afford to make anything, even though I need to get the BCs out, but I'm just going to chill here, I guess. Just got to hold. Just got to hold till I have the money. The attack on my life has left me scarred and deformed. You just got to keep in mind, it costs him a lot of, like, his larva and stuff. Oh! Yeah, I'll clip that. Thanks, bro. Yo, App, what's up, what's up?
In the rear with the gear. Bad news. SCV ready. SCV ready.
He spent most of his larva in this early game on nothing other than lings, and he did just lose all of them. So even if he's rushing straight to air, he won't have, like, that much, you know? He's still limited by the laws of physics. Yeah, you know, I think I can get the queens here first. This is how the comeback starts for sure. Hey guys, I'm so far behind, remember? Remember when he killed SCVs and you guys thought it mattered, even though I play Terran?
What is it? Patching you through.
You didn't build your base just for it to get blown up, did you?
Not shabby. He's dying to 2 BCs, that's right. Well, now it's 4. Let's see how he handles overtime. The supply is still the biggest problem because it's like, you know, 6 per BC. That's a lot. Spending a lot. Opening up the wallet for this one, boys. Let's see how we doing cooldown wise. Set 15 seconds. 15 seconds. This feels like home. Welcome in. Welcome in, Whamrod. Your seat's right over there. We missed you.
You hailed?
I got problems. I do like how he waited until I actually went to move the command center, and then suddenly remembered this base exists. I don't know if you're tall enough to be on this ride, though, kiddo. Those are definitely 3 kids in a trench coat? Yeah. Exactly. Hey Nathanias, fellow Nathaniel here. Haven't watched in a long time, but used to live by you and Roddy back in the day. Cool. It's always nice to meet a fellow member of the League of Nathans. Yeah, just send them all at once, Nate. It'll be cooler that way.
Yes, Commander.
Hope you're doing well this holiday season. Yeah, I'm surviving, hanging in there. You can dodge these ones, sure. But then how do you get back? Oh, that's... You want the candy bar. But you want it. And if you want it, you should have it. Because why should you not have anything that you want? You beautiful, beautiful queen.
Yes. What is it?
We're gonna need one more factory here, right? Or at least I gotta get drilling claws.
You've exhausted that Vespine geyser.
In the rear with the gear.
Upgrade complete.
Hear me? What's going on?
You've depleted the add-on done. Swap away.
Called in the fleet.
Add-on finished.
ChatGPT said to make ravens. Oh yeah? Well, ChatGPT also told me that seals give birth on glaciers. So, why don't you go check that, all right, with your little water consumption machine first, and then you can come back to me and give me your itemized receipt. How does that sound? Oh, nice fresh delivery just for me. Beautiful. Bad control here. Sorry about that. Oh, it's still not going there. Oof. The micro is very hard. The micro is very hard on Europe here, but I think we still got a chance. I just need to get this next base. Like, one more base of income would pretty much do it for me, I think. That's going to be the toughest thing to do. Are baby seals born on glaciers, guys? Do we have... There's no marine biologists in the chat? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? There's no marine biologists here? Guys? Guys? Okay, sorry, I'll stop. The streamer was angry that day, my friends. It was. It was. It was. Depends on the seal. I don't want an answer that requires introspection and critical thinking. I want you to give me an answer that already aligns with what I told myself was probably the truth in the first place. Am I doing it, guys? Am I doing it? I'm still forming full sentences, I guess, is probably missing that aspect, huh? I think there's supposed to be a bit more of a language breakdown when I'm enraged. You got any more fungals for me, brah? Got any more fungal growths? Dodge. I said it was hard. I didn't say it was impossible. Just said it was tough. Thought they laid eggs? Oh, like the Pokemon? Like, because Pokemon seal would lay eggs? That makes sense, I guess. He's got so many corruptors, huh?
Take it slow. What is it? Call this fleet. You hail? Yes, Commander. What? Yes, Commander. Oh, really?
Good boy.
Yes, Commander. Oh, really?
What a game!
Yes, Commander.
He's trying. Let's do it. I might actually have enough here. That's the craziest thing. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Crazy. Well, I guess this will be our last stand coming up here, huh? Trying to get this base. Oh, he's trying to end it now. He actually doesn't want to play anymore. That's what this means. I pissed him off. Yeah, go get that one next. Go get it, buddy. You're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there. Just waiting for him to push me again without any carapace upgrades, you know? It was very fun the first time. Hard not to piss off Zergs playing BCs. Yeah, but that's on him, though, you know? He's the one that's got to keep it together, not me. He's got to keep his cool or he'll throw this game away, right? It's not over yet. His goal is to take all the bases on the map and funnel an infinite amount of corruptors into my bosom, right? That's what he's doing anyway. I just expect him to continue on that path. That's all. Go get it, boy. Go get it. Ah, that's what I thought. Good cancel. Good cancel. We're in a very strong spot now. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yes, Commander. Ready to raise some hell.
That's why I didn't send them all.
SCV ready. Who called in the fleet? Bad news. SCV ready. In the rear. Yes, Commander. Huh? Yeah, whatever. Yes,
Where are the rest of my battle cruisers?
ready.
You've mined out some of your minerals.
What is it? Who called in the fleet?
It's kind of like our alpha team right there.
SCV ready. Yep.
Upgrade ready. Noise.
Oh, really? Job, huh? Yes. Bad
What a struggle. What a fight. What a battle.
rear with the gear. Yes, Commander. That's you.
Exhausted.
Oh, he did get 2 freebies.
SCV ready.
Your SCVs are under attack. Mined out some of your minerals.
Oh, he took my base. Lol. Go ahead, retake it. This is his life now, huh? Oh, look at him eat those mine shots, too. Good boy. Good boy. You work for me now. Yeah, I'll take that. Take that action any day, baby. Got him. Got him. Rage quit after all of that. After all of that. No GG. Oof. Crazy, crazy. What a game. Resources lost. I lost 44,000. He lost 69,000. Nice. His APM was 260. Mine was 530. He had... Wow, even at the very end of the game, he never got +3 for his corruptors. He never got +3 for the corruptors. How about that? Crazy. Crazy. This guy mined out all of his bases, just suiciding corruptors into me and throwing away ultras. What a funny game. What a funny game. And then the one moment that he gave me a second to take this bottom right base, I planted on it hard. But I feel like it's also like really late in Europe now, and it's Christmas, so whoever would be playing SC2 this late at night over in Euroland now, probably not the people we want to be getting matched against anymore. So we did get another promo. Nice. Some good momentum today. That was plus 56, which means we're still in provisional, so they're giving us bigger gains than usual. Technically, that guy's Masters, and I'm 100 higher than him, so pretty good. Pretty good. The infestors were also a waste. A lot of people don't realize, while fungal growth stops you from teleporting away, the only thing that will cancel an active teleport is neural parasite. If you neural a BC in mid-teleport animation, you can stop it. But that's not how he... It's not how he used his corruptors. That's not how he did it. So here we are. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my show today, everybody. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great Christmas wherever you are. And if you're doing something else, then I hope that that also goes very well. So that's all I have to say. I will be off tomorrow. I will be back the day after. So I'll be back on the day after Christmas. And then I will be off Saturday, the 27th. So I won't be able to do a little off, on, off. And then we'll be back to it every day for the new year. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for hanging. Make sure if you haven't already liked and subscribed to the YouTube, do it. Do it now!